Yo, 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 yo. What is good, people? I'm here. The groundbreaking news. Wowza. A lot to get into today. A lot to get into. Um, for Manchester United, a lot can happen in a few months. And, well, as for an Arsenal fan, I'm looking at it and thinking, why didn't they trust the process? You know, it was so close in the Europa League final. That's when he should have been gone, by the way, before anybody gets it twisted. It should have been gone, basically, as soon as they lost the Europa League final. How they didn't is an absolute disgrace. Um, the owners should have pulled the plug by then. But they didn't. They carried on, they carried on, they carried on, all the way to basically the new year. And for me, is just ridiculous. You might as well just carry it on because even if you do bring in another manager in, which you're not going to, because you have to pay a lot of money to Amorim now because he's gone. And also, why are you giving him a 3-year deal when you kind of knew that this guy was going to get sacked because his win percentage was a joke. Like, he lost a big final, probably one of their biggest finals for a while, and they lost to Tottenham. Tottenham, of all people. And just everything to do. I mean, it's all on the owners for me. It's all on the owners. Why didn't they pull the plug beginning of the season? Why didn't they make a statement? Why didn't they plan better? You bring in players in, and now you got to scrap players again. Basically, you got to start all over again. Bring another manager in, get his players, and the cycle will just keep going and going and going and going. It's not looking good, guys. Manchester United. It's not looking good. We do have a special guest coming on very soon, and he's a fellow Manchester United man. He's going to tell you how big of a deal this is. For me, it's whatever situation. Do you know what I mean? But let me get this guy in. This guy will be on the cooking session as much as me. So yeah, man, let's bring him in.
Hello there.
I'm going like,
I'm alright. How are you?
yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
Good.
The view was about, you know, I was just saying that the manager should have been sacked a long time ago. I said to him, it should have been sacked as soon as you lost the Europa League final.
It's the Europa League final it's a sore subject. It really is. Like, yeah, one hand of me once wanted him to be sacked after losing to Tottenham. But on the other hand, it's not just him who you've got to blame. You've got to blame the team as well because they put in a poor effort. They just didn't there was no energy, there was no passion, there was no motivation for the team to go on and win a trophy. We'd done all of the hard work leading up to the final and then lose to a poor Spurs team. It's embarrassing. And I did want Amorim to get sacked then. But as a United fan, constantly seeing managers come and go and just not having a structure, not having the club and the owners back the manager, I'm sick of it. And I'm pretty sure I can speak for every United fan going. The fact is, yeah, he didn't have a good win percentage. The results in this season could have been better, dropping points to teams like West Ham, Everton, drawing 4-4 to Bournemouth, 1-1 at Leeds. Like, they're games that we should be picking up 3 points. Maybe the odd draw, like the Bournemouth game, that was entertaining to say the least, 8 goals. But again, it just comes down to the club and the owners not backing the manager. He's come in to play a system. We bought him out of Sporting to come here, even though he didn't want to come. And he's tried playing his system. He's tried asking for certain players to play in this system, and the club have basically said no. These are the players that you're getting. Do your best with it. And then with the AFCON Cup, losing players like Ahmad and Mbeumo and Mazraoui, it's a big loss. And then we have an injury crisis with Bruno and Menu and Maguire, De Ligt, Mason Mount out. It's just we don't have enough depth. And for the club, the owners to sack the manager midway through the season, I think it's just an embarrassment, bro. I really do. We gave him a 3-year contract, and now most likely we're going to have to pay like compensation to get him out of his contract. Just over a year into him being at Man United, I don't understand their thought process behind it.
I don't understand it either. The next game was Burnley away, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I think that will be on a Wednesday night.
and like I do feel sorry for Amorim. I do. As much as I've slated him and not really backed him myself, but there's not much that I can do as a fan. I just sit there, watch the games, and analyze what's going on. He's only just started in some games playing like a 4 at the back at in some parts of the game, switching up the formation, switching up the tactics. It was kind of refreshing to see, but like there was no his philosophy doesn't work. His obviously it all comes down to the players that are playing his system, but the football that was getting presented to us, it was so lackluster, lethargic. Like it was like flipping a coin, heads or tails. Like Goldbridge says, light switch FC. One game, lights are on. Next game, the lights are off. They struggle to keep them lights on game after game. It's not like we're playing in any tournaments this season. We don't have European football. We're not in like the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup or whatever.
In the FA Cup this weekend.
Are we?
Yeah, it's weekend.
Well, from the start of the season till now, we've had no competition apart from the unforgiving loss to Grimsby.
Yeah, and that's when I don't understand why this thought process of sacking him now. So there's 2 options they could have done it. Europa League final, harsh, but it's a statement. But the Grimsby one, first time playing in the Carabao Cup for this season, and you lose to him on penalties. It's like, well, that should just you shouldn't really be doing the job. You're Manchester United, and
And it's not
you're
even
playing
like
your
we
best
played a weak
players.
team. Yeah, we had a strong team,
You play a
and
strong team.
we still lost.
Yeah,
Granted, it was on penalties, but still, it was. It was just it was an embarrassing defeat. It was an embarrassing defeat.
and it takes them till the new year to draw against Leeds for the owners to think, you know what, we're pulling the plug on this guy. And don't forget as well, got Burnley away. In fact, I put it on screen. Put it on screen. Fixtures. It's a very, very stupid time to do it. Stupid. It's not what you need. If it was needed, it should have been a long time ago. But
It either should have been a long time ago, even though like we paid stupid amount of money just to get him out of Sporting.
well, this is the thing. It's just poor planning from United. It's poor planning. Forget about the table. Not interested in that. In fact, no. This is context. We will look at the table for your perspective. So you're sat in sixth, yeah. You're potentially one place or two places away from Champions League football, right? You're 1 point behind the teams that you are playing against. Sorry, no. You're 1 point away from Chelsea, and you're 3 points away from Liverpool.
Yeah.
So what I find funny is that he's in a good position to try and get Champions League football, right? Just because of the fixtures, nah. He's won at Newcastle. He's due to Wolves, due to Leeds, but he hasn't lost. Got Burnley. That's the game when you look at it. You got Brighton in the cup, so that should be like
Like sack it.
wins.
Like look at them
Then
games
look
coming
at
up,
this
right?
here.
Sacking the manager before we play City and Arsenal is a disgrace.
It is because these is where you need, and plus you're going to get players back. They're most likely to get Ahmad back and Bramo and possibly Mazarara because I think what's his nationality now? Morocco, innit? They're
Yeah, the
doing quite
Moroccan.
well in the AFCON. Not really watched them, not really watched the actual competition, but I know they are doing quite well, I think. But yeah, it's just
But it's like
got these
every,
two.
those what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games that you're showing me on screen right now.
Yeah, and there's more.
Burnley, Brighton, City, Arsenal, and Fulham. Them 5 games, they're not going to be easy games.
They're not.
Burnley are going to definitely be up for a fight. So are Brighton. City, you know what they're like. Arsenal, they're just they just know how to win a game this season. They really do.
It's at the Emirates now, so
And then Fulham,
yeah,
like
and you were lucky to draw to him early on in the season.
out of those 5 games, we'll be lucky to pick up 9 points.
Yeah, you've been really lucky, right? Honestly, 3 points Burnley. It's got to be. Imagine losing to City and then Manchester, losing to City, then us, then Fulham, and then Tottenham. Right, or drawing to Fulham and losing to Tottenham potentially. So how many points is that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So imagine getting 6 potential 15 points or worse.
Well, how many points have we got out of our last 5 games?
We'll have a look. So
1, 2, 5.
let me scroll down a bit. That's them two.
6.
That's 5. 6 points. That's 5 games. Oh dear. Oh dear. Why did they carry on with him then? If they know he
And
was going
and
to do that
and
sort of
and
fixture.
and you can argue, right, that our last 5 games are easier than our next 5 games.
Bournemouth, Villa. Put a good performance against Villa.
Bournemouth, Villa, Wolves, Newcastle, and Leeds.
Newcastle, Wolves. Yep.
Those 3 games there should have been 3 points. Wolves 3 points,
You
Leeds
should have
3
picked up.
points.
Mm-hmm.
That's 9.
Should have been
It's
in the top
9
4.
points we should have been there.
Should be cruising top 4.
Right. Go back to the table, right, and look how many points difference, right, are between where we are sat right now and 12th.
Fucking hell. You really need to start picking up points. 'Cause
Exactly.
you're not even going to get Europe. Jesus Christ. The thing is, you should be cruising here. This is where you should be. So you're on 31. You should have picked up another 6. You'd be like 4 points away from Villa.
Well, out of the last 3 games, we should like 9 points. That's what it should be. 9 points
Actually, you
out of the
should have
last 3
picked up.
games.
So you should have picked up
So we should be on
another 4
what,
more
40?
points. Yeah, you
We should
should
be
be on
on 40
40.
points.
Should be
So
on
we
40.
would be third, 4th, sorry.
You'd be 2 points behind City and Villa.
Yeah.
How have you not done it? How have you not done it?
Light switch FC, mate. That's what it is.
And the
When
funny
we
thing
went
is,
1-0
right?
down to Leeds yesterday, right?
Yeah, that's when you started playing.
We went to a 4-4-2, and within what, 5 minutes we equalised.
Yeah, because of Xerxes. Xerxes had a good cameo when he came on. He actually got Cunha in the game in proper areas.
Like, it's just like it's fucking frustrating. Mind my French. It really is frustrating.
It's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
And it's like, yeah, we might pick up some points because of this new manager coming in, this caretaker manager, Darren Fletcher. Depending on how long he lasts, maybe it might last a couple of games, it might last the full rest of the season, unless we bring someone else in. But if we have to pay our Amorim in his contract, what, 10, maybe more million, then
Can't be more than 10, can it?
that's our January transfer window gone.
Oh, actually, to be fair, is that a year? Was he
Say
on that
again.
a year? Was that his annual wage a year?
I think so,
You're gonna
yeah.
have to pay 2. So you're basically paying 20 mil for him.
Something like that, yeah. That's if like that's if he takes the compensation, which no doubtedly he will.
Of course he will.
But
20 mil.
hopefully he should have enough money because we've paid him enough money already, just to be like, right, I'm signing an NDA. I'm not going to speak about the club. I'll just leave without any drama, without any paycheck. Little brown envelope in back pocket. See you later.
But I feel like he won't. Shall I tell you why? Because you roughly got him, was it last year in November? Not last year, sorry. 2024.
Yeah, November 2024. Yeah.
Look, you know what's going on here.
So it's lasted just over a year.
Just over here.
Yeah, and it was on a 3-year
It's
contract.
3-year contract, isn't it? Yeah, for me, it's he's not going to go quiet. That's quite a lot of money. It's a lot of money that, and you are a big club as well. So it's not like you can't do it for him.
I know it's not like we can't do it, but
It's not
we're in a
necessary because
we're
it's
in a
not
billion
what it is.
pound
It's
worth of
not
debt.
ideal.
We're in £1 billion worth of debt, right? We're still paying certain players wages that aren't even at the club. If we do not sell some fodder in the January transfer window and we have to pay our Amorim, then we ain't bringing no one in. And then we're going to wait until summer with a lackluster fucking team. And then what? Bring one player in?
Well, that's what it's looking like, isn't it?
Because we had around
You're not
like
even in talks of the game.
60, 70 million for this January transfer window. It's not like we're going to double that between January and the summer. Especially if we have to pay our Amorim.
Well, the way I think about it, yeah, paying the manager out shouldn't affect your your January transfer budget. Shouldn't affect it.
It shouldn't, but it most likely
It
will,
will.
because the Glazers are stingy bastards. My French, sorry for swearing.
I know.
Ineos hasn't got a clue what he's doing. He's just bleeding the club dry, just like the Glazers themselves.
Mm.
Everyone in the hierarchy are on their interests on in the best for the club.
Mm.
It's just what suits them at a specific time. Like if they were smart businessmen, because they are billionaires, they would put something into place, a plan into place, where they could profit a lot more by making the club succeed, by competing for the top four, by competing for the Premier League titles, by competing for European titles. The better you do, the more revenue comes in, the more money you get.
Yeah.
But their plan is small margins, small margins, small margins, spend a couple of mil here, spend a couple of mil there, get a new manager in, sack him, get a new manager in, sack him, pay them off. It's just a revolving door. We don't have the pull like we used to back in the day, where players looked at United and want to be like, that I see my future there. I want to be there competing for the biggest trophies. I want to be on top of the world. Now, people come to Man United and just see a paycheck. Because they don't have to
Yeah.
do fuck all. They sit on the fucking bench, pull up with an injury, they're still getting 300k a week.
Don't even have to play for you. They can just go out on loan for a bit. You know what it is as well with Manchester United? What I've realised as well is that why are you getting players in and all of a sudden they become not
Shit.
themselves and yeah, shit, but like more disrespectful as the time goes on, period, at their Manchester United career. Because if you look at Rashford, for example, never did any bullshit to the media. But as he's gotten older, he's sitting down in interviews.
Rashford, when he first burst onto the scene at Man United, he was a Ballon d'Or contending player. He was one of them players that you looked at and be like, in a couple of years' time, he's going to be something massive. He's going to be one of them players that just light up the show.
Mm.
Once he got on older, he had a good season, all right-ish season, depending on what players were around him. But again, it just comes down to the structure of the club. It's a negative environment to be around for a young prospect.
Mm.
And once they hit them big wages, it's like, well, if I go to another club, it's not like they're going to be paying me 300 grand a week. I'm going to have to drop my wages. I'm going to have to stop doing what I'm doing outside of football, spending all this money, buying chains, going to parties, crashing expensive cars.
Yeah.
I've had a lot to say about Rashford over the past couple of years. But the
Mhm.
only reason why I've said everything that I've said is because I'm disappointed in the way his career's panned out.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
could have been a Manchester United legend. He could have been a Premier League legend. He could have been so much, but he let himself down, and he fed into the bullshit that's around him. He fed into the
Mm.
social media. He fed into stupidity because it looked cool.
Mhm. Yeah, I hear it, man. But we've got a comment as well for you, Al.
What?
Predictions for next match. Back four, win. Who starts?
Ugh.
Big up yourself anyway. What is his name? Kelson Samuel. Big up my guy.
Predictions for next match. Jesus Christ. We'll be lucky to get 3 points. Um, Obviously, I'm being cynical. Like, that's just me. The way that this season's panned out, I wasn't expecting to be in the top 6, fighting for top 4. Obviously, you go into every season thinking, yeah, this is the season we're going to be up there fighting, but we're not fighting. We're slow. We are surviving by you know, a thread. Like I said, the space between top 4, well, the space between where we are in 6th place and 12th is what, 3 points?
It's mental, isn't it?
Like, if we do not pick up 3 points in this next match, we are in deep shit.
Yeah, a lot of teams. It goes to Bournemouth, mate. Goes to Bournemouth potentially. Or Palace. Palace is a big one. That's 14. That's 14th place, and they're on 27. You're on 31.
What day is it we play Bournemouth?
Bournemouth. Wait a minute, yeah.
Wait, who's our next game? It's Bournemouth,
Burnley.
isn't it? Oh,
That's
Burnley.
Burnley.
That's it. Yeah.
Mm.
Um, I've I'd say if we're lucky,
Burnley away as
2-1,
well.
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah. I have no idea what formation is going to be.
So you don't think it's a back four? To be fair though, outright, who would you play in the back four if you did play the back four? Who'd you play?
Well, to be fair, it has to be Dorgu, Aiden Heaven, Lenny Euro, and it has to be fucking the lot, doesn't it?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. No, I
And
don't think there's
obviously,
a other than Mazarara coming and he's coming from Afcon. Can't really play anyone else at right, can you?
no.
Hmm. I know that.
As much as I can't stand a lot, is the only player in that position that can somewhat play that position for us at the moment. Unless we switch Dorgu to the right and play Luke Shaw on the left.
Hmm.
Or
Maybe you need to do that.
start Malacia. Or that that is it Diego Leon kid that we signed, who's never had any minutes.
Does he play the right? Does he play at the right back?
No, I think he's a left back, isn't
Is he? I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
he? Obviously the holding the midfield two is going to be Casemiro and Agarte.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then obviously Cunha, Xerxes, Sesko's most likely going to start up front. To be fair, I'd play Cunha up front, but
Who would you play behind Cunha then?
probably Xerxes.
Mm. You might. You know what you should do, right? Play Xerxes and Cunha, but like have them like go where they want. 'Cause it seemed to
Yeah.
work. You know what I mean? It seemed to work. But he won't do that because he's got a thing for not liking Xerxes. But because he's been sacked now, he might play in the fact that Xerxes will stay. Because weren't he trying to like go out on loan or something?
Well, it was meant to be. It was meant to be going on loan to Roma, wasn't it? But I
Mm.
think that might have fallen through. Um, we have no idea what's happening with him at the moment. It's the same with most of the squad, to be quite fair.
Or with Xerxes, right?
It just comes down to the fact, like, if we try to start our strongest lineup in this next game, we have no one on the bench apart from a bunch of young kids.
I just crashed on me or something. Invite Al back in.
2026 and technical difficulties. It's crazy.
I know, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I forgot where I were, to be fair.
I was just saying that if we start our strongest lineup, we literally have no one on bench apart from young kids.
Oh yeah. I was on about the midfield's options, like very poor. 'Cause all you got
Yeah,
is the two Fletchers, isn't it?
yeah. You never know. Is it Shea Lacey? He might get a start or minutes. Like young
No,
kid.
has he actually played in games yet?
He's played a couple of minutes here and there. But again, it's just a couple of minutes. He's not really had time to develop in this team.
Mm,
He's a young talent. He's a bright spark.
yeah.
It might be a choice. It might be something different for us to go forward with. Let him prove his worth.
Or not? Could have another. What's the word? Could have another Kobe on your hands.
Well, he kind of plays like a different position to Kobe. I'm pretty sure he's like an all-out attacker type player. Even though he can
Okay.
like play, I reckon he could play the 10.
Why was it? What does he play like out wide or
I think
something?
I think he either plays like out wide or up front.
Okay.
I've not
I think I might have
seen
seen
too
him play
much.
before.
I've not seen too much from him or what. So I'm not familiar with his game.
Yeah. Saw there was a game where I don't know if it was him or someone else, but then he scored.
Even is it Obe?
Yeah, that's what I'm on about actually. I'm sure it's him. So I had one
Yeah,
game he actually scored.
he's decent.
Yeah, he looks techy. I can't lie. He actually looks better than Sesko at the minute, which is a shame because Sesko, on his day, could be really good. But I just think at the minute, I think it's just too much pressure for him.
Yeah,
Like
Sesko's
watching him
just
against Leeds, I generally thought we were going to score in that game.
it should have. He had the entire goal to shoot at, but he puts it at the keeper and misses.
Mm. I do think Sesko needs like 18 months. Might need a season and a half to, you know, get up and running.
Yeah, maybe. But where are we going to be in that half a season where he's not firing? We've brought him in to be our all and out striker, and he's struggling to find the net.
Yeah. I don't know. I think with Sesko, there's two things: patience and the way you're playing him.
Yeah, I guess maybe Darren Fletcher can get something out of him,
You
but I'm
need
not
to
too
realize
sure.
is that Sesko isn't a killer. Like he could score goals, but I don't think he's that goal scorer where he's just gonna just start just bagging goals just left, right, and centre. I think more strikers like that though, apart from Haaland, Mbappe, are at that level in terms of just bagging goals for fun.
Yeah.
Even Gyökeres to a point where he's not even in that category at the minute. He's done it at Lisbon, but you only can say that so long to a point where that's the only thing you can say.
No, I agree.
Go on.
I agree.
Yeah. So, where do we go with these owners?
In the fucking bin.
Because you back the owners to a degree. Maybe not
Do
all
I?
of them. No, not all of them. But you're trusting Sir Jim. Am I
No,
wrong?
I didn't.
You
No,
don't. Must be someone
no.
else then.
Like, when he first got announced, it's not even like he's an owner, he's a shareholder.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but even his influence hasn't been enough to do anything. Sporting directors, the people who are involved in the finances, overseeing the incomings and outgoings. Like,
Mm.
there's a reason why we're in £1 billion worth of debt because of these people that are getting brought into the club have no idea what they're doing. They waste money. They they stick price tags on players, pay over the top for them, and then wonder why they're a flop when they come to Man United. Like, some people might say it's a shit excuse to say, oh, well, price tag doesn't weigh how good you are on and off the pitch. But if you're bought for 60 plus million and where media's talking about the manager's expecting you to do something, play out your skin, and you don't live up to them standards, then
Mm.
pressure builds. And season after season, we overpay for players and then get rid of them after a season or two because they're not doing well. And we lose out on money.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't think bringing in another manager is going to solve the problem that we have. I don't think there's a club in the Premier League division that is more poorly run than Man United.
I don't think there is. I think somehow you are a really bad running club that's still relies on history, the fact that it's the name, the players that go to play for you. There's not
Like
a lot to build off.
if you go back to like our childhood, right? People who got brought up in our generation, right, are probably one of the last generations to look at Man United and be attracted to the club growing up.
Yeah, it's either you're attracted to the club or you for fuck's sake, these lot again.
Because kids that are growing up now, they're looking at teams like City and Arsenal, Liverpool, even like Aston Villa and Newcastle, Crystal Palace. Like, they're looking at these teams and being like, wow, they actually have something about them.
Yeah.
That's why teams like Wolves and Bournemouth and West Ham, Everton, I'm not disrespecting the clubs, right? But they look at us as an easy 3 points. It was never like that. They
Yeah,
can
exactly.
turn up to OT and play 10 times better than us and try and win the game.
Mm.
OT used to be a fortress. Now it's just I don't even know what it is. It's like 3 point bridge, isn't it? It's
United since Best, Law, and Charlton. These are mad names, you know. That was United at its pinnacle. That was United at its pinnacle, man.
it's just I. It's hard to just even think where the club is going to be in the next couple of years. Because the way the club's moving at the moment, where the owners are moving at the moment, it's like they're trying to slowly dissolve the club.
Yeah, I hear it.
And because like the atmosphere, the mentality of like the managers that are coming in, the coaching staff, the hierarchy, it's such a negative experience for everyone who's in and around the club that, like I said, it's just a day out, isn't it? It's a paycheck, it's a day out.
Yeah.
The
It's just
players
putting
that
on.
play
It's like,
there, they come into work. If they play shit or they play good, they know the fact that next week they're most likely going to be in the starting 11. They know that they're getting the paycheck. They've got no worries because they're on 200 grand a week, 300 grand a week.
owners should be out before managers.
Yeah, I
Facts.
agree. I agree
Facts.
highly.
Facts.
But it just comes down to the fact that no, they won't leave unless someone
It's
comes
too
in
big, innit?
and buys the club from underneath them
So how
with a
much? How
hefty
much?
price tag.
Yeah, I was saying, how much you reckon to buy these like that?
To buy them out,
Yeah, how much? Well, what Chelsea did. Chelsea was a bill, weren't it? Billionaire. Not
listen, the
billion. What was it
greedy
now?
bastards. They are greedy bastards. I'm telling you, they'll probably be. They'd probably turn the nose down at like 8-9 billion. They'd probably want more.
That's crazy.
Think about how much Sir Jim put into it. He put like almost what 1.5 billion or some daft shit like that. He only got
Yeah.
a percentage of the club. It's not 50%. It's like 20%, 25%. So you do the maths on that. To buy the
But the Leeds want
club
10
out,
bill. 10 billion plus, basically.
most likely
Okay, now.
they're not stupid, even though they act stupid.
Yeah, it's so like I don't even know at this point. Like I don't think there's any solution to fix. I think you got to go through another period of suffering, like you currently are.
We won't be like competing for the Premier League title or even like competing for second place until like 2029, 2030.
What's he saying? Get games cancelled, not just one. Get a few games stopped to get the clowns out. Maybe maybe that's it. And you know what? Another thing as well, Darren as well. It's probably like whoever goes to these games, yeah, stop going.
Yeah, like that
Just
that
stop
is that
going.
is a good that's a good idea.
You know
But
what I mean? But it's
it's
not
it's
gonna
e-
happen.
it's easy for us to say that because every game is almost a sellout. Like they're always going to fill them seats because our fan base is so vast.
Yeah. You
People
know
are
what
still going
else
to
as
come in
well?
from across the world just to watch Man
Stop
United
saying
versus
that.
Burnley versus Bournemouth versus Leeds.
Mm.
Doesn't matter what game it is. People are going to travel from all over to fill them seats just to see Man United play. Because, like I said earlier, it's a day out for them.
Of course it is. You know what Man United are more bothered about? Attracting the tourists, like most clubs are these days.
Yeah, it's all about money.
You know what I mean?
It's all
Get the
about money,
revenue up.
but we don't know how to spend money properly. We don't know how to save money properly, right? And when it comes down to the nitty gritty, we're in £1 billion worth of debt.
Mm.
So if someone was to come in and take over Manchester United, right, they'd have to buy out the club outright for billions and billions, and then just dissolve that debt, and then try rebuild something from the ground up.
Mm.
Bring in new financial directors. Bring in, better sponsors. Rebuild the staff from, like how many jobs have people working at the actual United ground lost over the years?
It's crazy, isn't it? Do
Hundreds
you
of
remember
people are being
Ronaldo talking
sacked.
about it?
Yeah, hundreds of people are
He
being
came back.
sacked. People who have been working there since Fergie was there. People who put their blood, sweat, and tears, time out of their life to work at a club that they love. And how do they get repaid? Oh, we don't want you anymore. Bye. But they'll happily pay
Definitely.
300 grand a week to a player who's just going to sit on the bench and rot.
It's just different, like perspective, isn't it? Like as a player, you made it, yeah. You're playing for one of the biggest teams, yeah. So it's like I don't feel the honor anymore in players playing for these sort of teams. Don't feel the
No,
honor. Like generally don't. They just come there because they can. They're good enough. Oh, I'm good enough to play for Manchester United. Let me get a big fat contract. Yeah, just play my football. That's it. It's not the fact that I'm playing for the club. It's just that. No, I'm just playing for him.
it's as a United fan, it is heartbreaking. It really is. Obviously, I don't expect other teams to see it in the way that I see it because 90% of the league wanted Amron to stay, so they have a fighting chance. But it doesn't come
Oh yeah,
down to
banter side. Yeah,
Amron.
it's the owners.
Like Amron came out in a press conference, said, "I came here to be the manager, not like
Mm.
coaching staff or something like that." Like the reason why he's been sacked is because he came out and spoke against the owners. They didn't like that. They got rid of him.
Yeah, well, it's about time
If
because
if you can't have if you can't speak the truth and have your own opinion, what the fuck is the point in being a manager? If you cannot go to the owners and be like, listen, we need something to change. You need to give me some trust to work with this team. I can
over
only
the
go
club.
I can only go so far with these players. You got to give me
No,
players that work in the system that I'm trying to use.
I want Qatar full takeover. Yo, I don't for you guys. But if you want to be back to the top, then yeah, Qatar's a must. He had them though. That's the thing. Come knocking on the door. Was it like about 2 seasons ago? And didn't go through, did it? Clearly. If I were
You
them, I would.
see,
If
like
I was them owners, sorry, one
yeah,
minute.
go on, sorry.
If I was them owners, yeah, I would generally just be like, yo, this is stress. All right, let me just cash out on 8 billion 7 billion, something like that. Yeah, and just be on my way instead of waiting out um the 10 plus. It's just like, what you waiting on another 2-3 billion for?
It's
Do you know what I
it's
mean?
greed. It's greed. That's all it is. Like, do you know when a player doesn't perform well, or he misses a big chance in a big game, or something like that? He gets ridiculed. He gets criticised. He gets death threats, racism, the full lot. Right? These club owners are running the club into the ground. Do you hear anything about that? Do they get ridiculed? Well, they get ridiculed to an extent. Do they get death threats? We don't hear nothing about that. Are they getting bullied? No, they're not.
Mm.
Compared to the players' wage packet, they're on 10 times as much, I guarantee it. They're filling their pockets while the club is disintegrating by the second.
It won't hurt them. It hurts you guys, people that are working there.
It's like, what would be the final straw for them? What, getting relegated?
I've told you that. If you get relegated, that's when they'll go, right, we're selling. And they won't sell for the money that they want. They won't even sell like the money that I've said. They'll probably sell like, they'll be looking to get 2 billion. They'll probably get 2 billion, but like when I was saying 6 to 7 billion, they won't be getting that when they get to championship football. So it's like, yeah, to really hurt them, they either need relegating or people generally need to stop going to the game.
And it's like, if we did get relegated, 90% of the team that we have right now, do you think they'd stay?
But that's the point. And that's why it devalues the club. It devalues dramatically.
Exactly.
Like, you don't just go to the championship because you're Manchester United, because you're a big team. You're gonna come back up straight away because you're Manchester United. Like, look at Sunderland when they went down. They only just come back up from how long ago they went down. I think it might have been like 2016 or something, 2017, something like that. And they've only just come back up now. And to be honest with you, at that time, nobody would think Sunderland would be going down. Same with Newcastle as well, to a degree. And they were up and down. Now they're, obviously, got the owners in, whatnot, and they're fully backed. And they're in a better model than Manchester United are.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like there's a lot of things that needs to be changing Manchester United. But also, is it what's clear and what you're trying to do? What kind of model are you doing?
There's no
How are you
identity
going
to
to
the
get?
team right now. There hasn't been for a couple of seasons.
What? Sorry, say that again.
I said there's no identity to the team right now. There hasn't been for a couple of seasons.
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I just don't know. Managers after manager after manager, even players after players. Paul Pogba. You have Paul Pogba at your club, yet don't go on to win a Premier League title. I know one player doesn't, make you go on to win Premier League, Champions League, but it's what's the word? It's a start, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it
You know what
should
I
be.
mean? But you never give him a full midfield. What was his best midfield? Like, what was his best midfield he played in Manchester? Played in Manchester United. What was his best midfield? It was probably Matic and Herrera.
Yeah, with Jesse Lingard as well.
It's like, no offense to these players, and especially to Manja Matic as well. But when he came to United, it was basically, I won't say done, but it was getting on, weren't it?
Yeah, it's
So
just like Casemiro.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Still a good player, but it's just getting on. Um,
And then you pair
at the time,
Casemiro with someone like Ugarte, who is just woeful.
it's just disrespecting it. It's just so disrespect. It's like having a stench of Matic. Matic did okay. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I thought he was decent in Man U, very decent. But yeah, I like Fellaini for some example. Like, I don't think he even played in midfield that much, but he was a midfielder, weren't he?
Yeah.
They were mainly playing up front. But players like that, like, why couldn't he have like, or like Casemiro? Why didn't they have prime Casemiro with Pogba? I know it was like at Real Madrid, and it would have been a hard deal to get down, but Manchester United, man, they did the deal with you eventually, only to say, yeah, we don't need Casemiro anymore. You can have him now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It really
I'm
is
sure there was
crazy.
other midfielders at time when Pogba did come. Um, find it very. I'm trying to think now who you linked to at that time as well. Um, I swear he was linked to Man United. Was it? What's his name? Vidal, is it?
Oh yeah, him went to Barcelona.
Yeah, but it was at Juventus with him as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he was linked. I knew.
yeah, it probably was. But again, it's like the sign. It all comes down to the owners. It's like the signings that these managers want. Let's look at Ole. He
mm,
wanted what, Haaland, Bellingham. Did he get them?
that's
No.
mad. That is mad. Imagine both of them at United just because he wanted them. He'd still be the manager.
Yeah, 100%.
Plus, at that time, I don't think they were both was expensive, were they?
No, because Bellingham was. Um, where was Bellingham at the time? He weren't at Dortmund, was he?
No, so if we weren't at Dortmund, then we'd been at Birmingham.
Yeah,
He was
and then
really young, don't get me wrong. He would have been like, what, 17 or something daft like that.
yeah, and then Haaland was. I don't think Haaland was at Dortmund either, was he?
Nah, he will have been, what's that team called now? Um, is it Salzburg?
I think so.
I think it was Salzburg, but yeah, man, that's mad. That ooh, really 4 mil? That is crazy. I've been your striker for like a lot of years to come. That as well. That is crazy. But he's playing for next door neighbours.
Imagine like, imagine this,
Yeah,
Carl.
all they
Yeah,
wanted him exactly. Facts.
Pogba, Haaland, Bellingham.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy
Like,
team. And he had Sancho into the mix with Rashford,
yeah,
Martial at the time because I think he was just on the way out. or close to being on the way out. Crazy, man. Crazy. But instead, you're going to get players like Fred, Schneiderlin.
Oh,
At the time.
I knew that name was about to come up.
You know what I mean? Schneiderlin.
Jesus Christ.
No, the people were basically trying to argue, yeah, but it was good though, weren't it? That's Southampton though.
Yeah, he had one good season for a shit team.
Like, he weren't
And
doing
what
the
do we
madness
do?
like Marnie,
We
were.
we spend. I can't even remember how much we spent on him,
Something like
but
30 odd mil.
yeah, some daft like that.
Just like,
And
what the
what did he
fuck?
do? He got put in a fucking midfield with Fellaini. And did what? Nothing.
Well, you tried to make Pogba and him like be an unreal pivot. You know what I mean? Pogba's used to playing with man like Kante, and then he's got to play with man like Schneiderlin. And then he had Adrian Schweinsteiger. Is that what it's called? Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then who else came in the midfield? Trying to think. I think that obviously they had Herrera, but he was good to the end, pretty much. I think at the start, though, I don't think people liked him. Um,
Ander Herrera is underrated
yeah, he is.
because
I do like
he
him.
was he was a constant. He was just that player that is Mr. Reliable.
What he
He
did,
wasn't fancy. He didn't. He hardly made mistakes. He just kept it simple, and he played for the badge.
what he did against Hazard is just unreal. Like, man marked him for a full game.
Yeah, that's what you need with certain
Like,
players, man.
that's just a joke. That's crazy. I don't think man marking like that's like that in the game anymore.
Well,
To that extent,
yeah,
anyway.
I don't think it is. To be fair, I
Yeah.
think all that type of football went when Pep came into the Premier League.
Yeah, all the systematic bollocks. Only if we had a couple of billion each, Al, I'd help you buy this club. You'd know I'm Arsenal fan. I mean,
I think every United fan thinks the exact same way.
they should actually, like the people that support Man United, they should come together, right? And I'm not meaning the fans. I mean, like, like the famous people that have got like money, like Conor McGregor, for example. They should just generally form a plan and say, right, I'll take this much, you take that much, and then we'll come together, we'll buy it out.
Yeah,
We'll buy it out.
it's a nice thought, but it never fucking happened.
But then it's like you'll get the inexperienced sort of owners, and that's really
Yeah,
dangerous as well. I don't know what owning is, like a football establishment. So it's like, you know, it's a risk in itself. What midfielder would you like Man United to sign?
realistically, someone who can just someone like a Declan Rice. Obviously, not Declan Rice per se, because he's never going to come to Man United because he's about to win the league with Arsenal and potentially the Champions League. So, but someone of that profile, someone who's a hard, sturdy, good with both feet, senses danger. Like, I don't know, like Adam Wharton or someone like that. Just
Could get Adam Wharton though.
a bit out of our price range, but
A little bit, but summer wise, maybe he's the summer marquee signing.
because we can't rely on Casemiro and Ugarte for the rest of the season or for next season. Like,
Maybe just have to gamble this season.
that's all this season's going to be, though, isn't it? It's just going to be a gamble.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, that's interesting. That the Labour at the right price and Anderson.
Anderson,
Tell us about your Belabor thing, Al.
Anderson potentially. Belabor, not a chance. I don't want him nowhere near my club. He's too inexperienced. He had a decent season last season, and this season he's done fuck all. Like, for the fact that they slapped a £100 million £100 million price tag on him, right, is just a joke itself. For someone who's at, what, 18, 19?
Something like that, yeah.
For a young kid who's inexperienced. Why does he want to come to United? You tell me that. He's not coming to United because he loves United. He's not coming to United to fight for the badge and, go potentially compete for the title. He's coming for a fucking wage. Because he knows with that price tag, he's going to get, what, 200k a week?
Potentially, yeah. But you know what's funny as well? Speaking of Belabor, you could have got Caicedo, couldn't you? For like under a mil. When Brighton got him.
We could have
You
got him for
turned
what,
down.
sorry?
You could have got Caicedo for under a mil, but you turned him down. So Brighton got him. I don't know your stance on Caicedo, but come on.
Like, yeah, he's having a good season.
No, but like
Half a good season at that, right? Again, the price tag doesn't weigh up the fact that he's this so-called world-class midfielder.
but he could have been your midfielder.
It could have been. Shoulda,
Less
woulda,
money as
coulda.
well.
Was it? No. Is it? No. So it's like, it's not like we're going to go poaching from Chelsea.
But doesn't that annoy you though? He's a very good player, but you turn him down.
Yeah, he's a decent player. Yeah. But Chelsea have spent way more than us in the past 2 to 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And where are they? They literally sat with us. They sacked the manager, we sack our manager. We're both in the mud. Yeah, they won a Club World Cup. Well done. No one cares. They won the Conference League. Round of applause. No one cares. Like, they just.
I don't understand. Sorry about.
I don't like.
Brighton wanting 100 mil, and he's on at 12 grand a week. I can't understand that.
Exactly. And that's why he wants to come to United. Because he won't be on 12 grand a week, sorry. He'll be on 100. Maybe more.
Crazy, man.
Again, it just comes down to the fact that people are just They see Man United as 3 points. They see Man United as a wage packet. They see Man United as, oh, do you want this player? Yeah, 100 million and he's yours. When he's not even worth half that.
Yeah,
The only
everybody's
Prem,
cash cow and 3 points.
yeah, the only Premier League signing that I've seen that's worth 100 million, right? And still, I don't think 100 million suits the price tag. Is Declan Rice.
Mm. But you know what it is, bro, as well? It will be £100 million player, but he's the biggest risk for probably Arsenal transfer because we didn't just splash the money on him. We splashed the money on Havertz, Timber to a degree, even though it was decent money. And then we carried on. We bought Calafiori season after for about 42 mil. And like Moreno, I don't even want to say his price tag. I think he was about 27.5, I think, something like that, near 30 mil.
Yeah.
So, it's a risk, but gotta
Yeah,
have
without
gotta
risk,
have
there's no
things.
reward.
Yeah, exactly. Same with Jokeres as well. Jokeres is like 50 something mil. So, do you know what I mean? It's you gotta understand what you're buying. And I don't feel like your club has not quite done that.
No, because our club's fucking delusional.
Like the Anthony one is just there's no planning whatsoever. It was
No,
just
we bought
Tenog
an
wanted him.
overpriced fidget spinner.
And the thing where what I found funny is with him is that you could have got him for cheaper when you're messing about with the deal. But because you messed about with the deal, I think you bought someone else before you bought him. They decided, right, it's 80 mil now.
Yeah,
Could have actually got him for like
That's what
40 mil.
people do. They just take the piss out of us.
And you still paid the money.
Yeah, because we're a laughing stock. That's why. Absolute fucking joke of a club. But do we do anything about it? No, we don't.
Crazy.
Do we have any balls? No, we don't. We piss about with a transfer. They up the money, and because we haven't got the guts to say no, we're not paying that. What do? We pay it. The negotiations are fucking piss poor. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
going
always
up
been
to
before.
it's like going up to a prosy, right? How much for a blowjob? Oh, 100. Ah, but I've only got 50, love. Can we work something out? No, 100. Let me whip out my knob and see what you said then. Oh my god, that's quite big, isn't it? Right, 50'll do, love. Get on your knees. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
you gotta be
crazy.
brutal sometimes, bro. You gotta be brutal. You gotta assert dominance. Yeah? We don't do that.
Ugh. United tax every time. Seem to be loving to pay it though, aren't you? You know what? You'll probably be the only club that will evade tax. Will not evade tax. Which is fair play, but fucking hell, you're hurting yourselves in the long run, aren't you?
Yep. Self-inflicted pain. That's what we're best at.
I just don't get why they've had these players and just somehow not didn't turn out. Like Di Maria. He
Oh,
probably was the best winger at the time. He probably was the best winger in football at the time that I can remember. Anyway, I don't think there was anyone else. Well, it was one of them anyway. It was up there. One of them anyway for sure. And he came and he just did nothing. I think that whoever managing at the time was it Van Gaal
I think so, yeah.
was putting him at wing back at times, and I'm like looking and thinking, what are you doing? Why is he at wing back? And you have Falcao at the club, didn't do anything.
Yeah, because the age profile was completely off for what everyone was trying to build at that point. Falcao was coming to the end of his career. He was at the end of his career.
Exactly.
And what do we do? Oh, yeah, let's sign this washed striker who used to be world class but now isn't. Oh, yeah, he'll be able to handle the pressure of the Premier League at a big club like United. No.
I don't know. This is why it doesn't make any sense. Get Falcao in, but you could have got someone else in, or I think it was a season or two later, you end up getting Ibrahimovic in. It's just like, why
Yeah,
didn't you
but
just
like
get Ibra in?
I love that guy.
Yeah, Ibra were quality.
That was I can't remember a time after that where I looked at a striker and I'm like, this guy excites me.
Maybe Romelu Lukaku.
No, it didn't
Oh, he was
excite me
bagging
that
goals.
much. Yeah, but he just wasn't on the level of Zebra to me. Like,
Martial,
yeah, he bagged goals, but it like with
Martial.
Ibra, you know he can do something outrageous. Lukaku, not so much.
Yeah, as a player, probably not. But I mean, in terms of goals,
In terms of goals, yeah, but again, it's just like Lukaku didn't excite me. Zlatan did.
yeah, fair enough.
Obviously, Martial, different story. Without his injuries, he would have been so good,
I think he would still be at Man U though.
most likely.
Um,
If
'Cause
he
I
could
think
have
he's only
stayed
what
fit and get
30
the
now.
correct, yeah, if he could have stayed fit and get the correct players around him, he'd be bagging 20 goals a season easy.
Yeah, he nearly did. Or he might have done, but in the league he nearly did. That season, that lockdown season, we got was it 18 or 19?
I think so,
Uh,
yeah.
it was a really good season for him. That really good. Um, Obviously, I won't speak of his name, but the young prodigy, England prodigy.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about.
I think the entirety of the world knows what we're talking about.
Um, yeah, he was a player as well. Um, oh, you had Rooney, Ronaldo, Rooney, Tevez, and Berbatov in the same team. Look what we got now. Yeah, it's mental. It's mental. Them players right there, just insane. Like insane. And then you got to add to Nani in the mix as well.
And
Um, Valencia at the time as well. It's just yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, at the moment, Bremo's good. Ahmad, Cunha, Sesko.
yeah, Ahmad and
I don't
Buemo and
quite
Cunha
know.
are the future. If we can get Corby back into the team, they're the future. They're the
Yeah,
future of
that's the thing
United.
though. Are
But
you
we've got
gonna
to
play
build a team
Kobe?
around them. We've got to build a team around them.
Gonna play
Hopefully,
Kobe?
hopefully Darren Fletcher sees the talent that Corby possesses and starts playing him.
Yeah, he's got to be given another chance, hasn't
Yeah, 100%.
he? Where do you play? Where do you play him? 8, 10?
I'd play him as a 10, me.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that 10.
His
I think
talent's
it's the
way, like,
case.
come on. Look, obviously, yeah, he had a good partnership with Declan Rice when he played for England.
Yeah, but that was just a different kettle of fish, innit? I don't think he played with anyone like to the level of Declan Rice since he's been playing, professionally. I mean,
But again, look at the team around him when he plays for England
Alvin
compared to when he
Casemiro.
plays for United.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Different setup, man.
Stark difference. It's a stark difference. And look what he did against City and Liverpool. Like, he did bits.
Yeah. He's an exciting player.
But because he's not
But
being played and he's been rotting on the bench, like, obviously his confidence is going to be down. Before Amorim came in, he was probably promised the world. Amorim comes in, he gets given the bench.
Crazy, man.
And then the controversy between, obviously, that free Kobe incident, all of a sudden he's come up injured, which I don't believe. I might be wrong. But
I
again,
don't think so.
I'm cynical. I believe things when I see it. And I'm not seeing anything and I've not heard anything.
If he comes back all of a sudden for Burnley, then it's Amorim. It's the Amorim. It has to be. If he comes back for Burnley, we know what we were saying before.
Yeah, 100%. If I knew Amorim was going to get sacked today, I would have put a bet on. Because the odds for him getting sacked were fucking insane.
It's a shame we're not betting people, though. It's like with me yesterday. Most of the scorelines I got right, apart from City, because I predicted them to win 2-1. But, drop points, which is good, obviously. Then, obviously, I predicted Liverpool 2-2. I predicted Man U to do 2-2, but they did 1-1. But, I predicted them to draw. Yeah. I wouldn't have predicted Amarin to get sacked. I would have predicted him to get sacked probably end of the season. Just because in the position you're in.
Yeah, literally.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like,
Again, poor
well, it
decision
works out or
making from
not,
the
fair
owners.
enough. Yeah. Because doing that, I would say you've done it because they've got someone in line straight away to come in, whether maybe not Burnley, but maybe not even Brighton, but City game potentially.
Yeah, there's
I
no
mean,
chance.
but there's no one.
There's no chance our owners are that smart.
You know what I mean? Like with Una
They'll
Emra
scrape.
getting sacked.
They will scrape the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, it's like with us. We were planning on Unai sacking him, right? So what we did is we basically said to Arteta, right? We want to manage Arsenal and that. Obviously, he took the opportunity. Said yeah. Then we sacked him. Then we basically gave him about a week, I reckon, about 2 weeks or something. To then give him. Actually, no, it might have been a couple more weeks than that. Might be 3-4 weeks. And then he managed us in Boxing Day, 2019. So, but there's no indication of you bringing someone in.
No, there isn't.
You're bringing in
Unless
Xavi right now.
unless something happens overnight,
Crazy.
like with the Amron situation, because I guarantee the owners were looking at that Leeds game and being like, well, if we win, it's saved his job for another day. If he loses or draws, he's gone.
Mm.
It's probably how they were looking at it.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
But it's like it just doesn't make any sense. You'd let him stay till the summer.
Yeah, might as well. It's not like you were ridiculously like poor this season.
Like if he was sat
You're better
15th
than
right now,
Tottenham.
yeah, sure, get rid of him.
Yeah, and that's what and you
But
know
we're sat in
what?
the top
Tottenham, that's where
six.
Tottenham are. Yeah, that's what I mean. So I like, yeah, you need a sacking, yeah. But why this time? Why this time? Unless it needs to work as simple as you need to get European football. Well, to be honest with you, not even just European football. You need Champions League.
Whoever's decision it was to sack him needs a hard kick in the bollocks, I'm telling you.
Because you're not in Tottenham's position. Thomas Frank is still in the job, by the way, Al. He's still in the
Wow.
job. He's sat 13th. Don't get me wrong, he's a couple points away from you. He's 4 points away from you. In fact, that's 7 or 8 points away from Liverpool.
I've got a question for the chat. Who would you bring in to replace Amorim? Because I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. I've not got a Scooby-Doo.
To be honest, I don't.
Because again, it's gonna be another one of them situations where we bring in a new manager. They've got a different philosophy, different style of play, different formation, and we haven't got the players to
Is that?
fit them formations or systems.
Mm,
Like we've got players to fit potentially a 4-4-2, a 4-3-3. That's about it.
I think I don't know what it means. I don't know if it means Conte or actual someone's name.
I think
It
he's on
means
about Conte.
Conte's a good one, you know. But he's currently he's winning the league again for Napoli, isn't it? He's already won it. He's looking like he's going to win it again. Because I think he is anyway.
See, with Conte, I don't think he could come like if he turned up at Man United's doorstep. I don't think he could look at the structure and be like, "Yeah, this is good."
I think he's done with Premier League.
It's like bringing Mourinho back. It's like he'd look at the structure again and be like, "What the fuck is this mess?"
Yeah.
You're either bringing me
That's
in
third.
to
2
progress
points behind Inter.
with the team, and you're going to back me, or I'm walking out.
Mm.
Only thing we've been signing is yes men. And the one time someone says something that they don't like, they get rid.
Yeah. I don't know. Conte is a hard one, man. He's competing for the Serie A. I mean, suppose money talks, but what you're talking into attraction wise, what money can you give him that's going to be like life changing for him already?
Exactly. Exactly.
And he's got, he's got a career like winning. He's won. He's done the Prem at Chelsea. Maybe the Champions League with you guys potentially, but no, he's already won. He's already won English football. He's even won the FA Cup as well.
Like I've been seeing a lot online where people are like, "Oh, bring Ollie back, but he won't come back. I don't think
You
I'd.
pissed him off.
Yeah, as much as I love the guy, I don't think I'd want him back because they did him dirty.
Yeah, very dirty. Well, one transfer window, you didn't even give him any players that he wanted. And I think that was what we were talking about with Bellingham and Haaland.
Yeah,
Didn't get any players whatsoever. And what's the point of having a manager in when you're not going to back him?
like if it was my choice, I'd give Keane a go. Roy Keane.
Nah, I don't know, man. I feel
Because
like the players were just,
him in the dressing room would be fucking brutal.
yeah, him in the dressing room, fair enough, but managing,
Or even as a coach.
coach for sure.
Like,
Because then the midfield, yeah, would be just like, it'd be better, it'd be 10 times better than what you're currently seeing.
imagine him and Scholes as coaches.
Yeah, mental. The team would play, I think the team would play a lot better and get results. And also have a manager that's like in faith with his coaching staff as well.
Like, they understand the club in and out. They've been there, they've won everything. But yet, what? Because they're pundits, they're not allowed anywhere near the club. Because they speak
Mm.
their mind. They can't have a job.
You know what's funny as well? You know what's funny as well, right? You could sweat for the club still and still not get the job. Look at Rio.
Ugh.
Oh, Rio.
Like, imagine
Man.
Rio and Vidic as the defensive coaching staff, Scholes and Keane as a midfield, and someone like Rooney and um, I don't know, like Berbatov or is it Andy Cole?
Andy Cole.
Yeah, someone
Andy
like
Cole and
them.
Dwight York.
Yeah, people like them as the coaching staff for the strikers and
What
the
Van
attackers.
Nistelrooy, bro? But he's managing already, isn't he?
Yeah, because didn't we
What's
have
wrong
him
with
as a caretaker
What's wrong with
manager?
Van Nistelrooy? Yeah, yeah, and he actually didn't lose a game for you, did he?
No.
What's wrong with having him? But you had to go for Amorim. That's my point. That's actually a very good point because with with Van Nistelrooy, yeah, he he just has much experience as um Amorim, right? Even though Amorim has had a much longer period of managing, but the actual like stature expectation are the exact same.
Literally.
Why? I just don't get it. Um, whoever we could get, whoever we could be back then next season, same problems. There were fans wanting Sir Alex back in 1989, 1990, and look what happened. Can't keep changing managers. Oh, facts. It's you know what it is as well, Darren. It's I think it's the effects of social media and these sort of things. Um, as soon as a trend goes, the club has to act on it straight away. Not
Yeah,
always,
there's too many
but
sheep, not enough shepherds.
yeah, there is.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it.
Hmm. It's time, innit? And knowing there's time. There's like with Amarin, just shouldn't be there. You can see there's no trajectory going forward. Like you could see it's just dip, up and down dip. What's the point in that? You want to see a little, climb up, up. Maybe not like that. Maybe it's like you just fall down a little bit. But there's always gonna be that with him, it's like mm, and then it's back here again. And it's then back here again. It's just too much yo-yoing. Like you beat City and then you go on to lose to like, I don't know. You beat City and then you go and get smashed by Bournemouth, for example. That's what you were doing, and it's just it shouldn't be happening at Manchester United. You don't just beat one of the best teams in the league and then you put up a performance where you're going to lose 3-0 at home to Bournemouth. I'm not saying it exactly happened like that, but you had results like that in under this manager.
That's me.
You do well in the Europa League. Next minute, you come against Tottenham, and you're nowhere to be seen in the actual final.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, man.
I mean, I
From the
couldn't even
minute,
said that you. Go on now, sorry.
from the first minute, you could tell Man United, like the team, there just was no fire in them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the thing that's annoyed me over the past couple of seasons is the fact that the ball retention is piss poor. Like we don't know how to control a game. Obviously, understanding that we've not really had a good midfield, but they're meant to be professional footballers for fuck's sake. If they
Yeah,
cannot keep the ball for more than 5 minutes in the middle of the park, just to slow the game down, say we're 1-0 up, just control the game a bit.
and you bring in the attackers in.
Yeah. But we can't do that. It's constantly ping pong, back and forth, attack, defend, attack, defend, attack, defend. There's no middle ground.
Oh, there really isn't, and it's like you do really do not. You don't do it too much. You really do not play from the back. You don't allow your defenders to be comfortable on the ball.
No, we don't.
And that's because you have one man there, and that's because of Dalot.
He, bro,
I watched it.
he pissed me off against Leeds.
Yeah, because the guy is just it's
What
just a
was he
triggering.
doing?
He's a trigger. He's a trigger. That's what he is. He's a pressing trigger. He's a walking pressing trigger. When you see Dalot, I'm like, yes, just press him. We'll get something out of Manchester United. We'll go on to win the game because he just boots it up the pitch. Gets the ball, boots it up, goes long. You look at Luke Shaw. Gets the ball, either keeps the ball or
He moves it on.
he moves it on straight away. The only thing with Luke Shaw is how long can he stay fit for?
Fucking,
He's going to stay fit for the Man City versus Arsenal
I don't know.
because he's still got to play Burnley.
I reckon he will stay fit for most of the season because if you watch his game, he don't really do much apart from the basics.
No, but he needs to do something against these two games that's
Because
coming up for him.
if you look at him at the start of his career, he
Yeah, it
was
was
a high
very.
pressing, attacking, like
Yeah,
he basically was a wing back,
he still
but he
can
could
do
defend
that,
at the
but
same
he
time.
controls it a lot better.
Yeah, he does control it a lot better, but I think because of his previous injuries, he don't want to aggravate the injury.
Maybe that's just his body saying, "Yeah, you can't do that anymore."
It probably is.
Sure, we'll be fit. We'll be fit. It's World Cup here, lol. True. Got all about that.
What are your predictions for the World Cup? You think this is our year?
I wish. That'd be beautiful. Final of the World Cup. Everyone's, wherever they are. Then next minute we'll win it. We lift it up, and we're just like, right, coming out. We're gonna fucking celebrate it. It's in. He believes it. Darren believes it. It's England's year.
Go on, Darren, lad.
You know what?
I'll back
Fair
it.
play, lad. I would back it, but I'm a bit too realistic. Especially for that Euros that we had when we lost to Spain. I genuinely thought we were going to win it. And then next minute, nah. We were shit, don't get me wrong, compared to Spain, but it's one of them, innit? You still want to be one of them teams that just finds a way to win it. But we'll see.
Well, that's
We'll see
Southgate ball for you, isn't it? Southgate ball.
Yeah, it's Southgate ball. Get to the last hurdle and just fall. And lose, basically.
His man management was just shit, though. That's the thing. That's why we lost. Man management.
It is.
Poor.
There's certain players that shouldn't be playing. And they are going to be playing in this World Cup. You know what I mean? What's happened to Al?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, yeah. Up to you then. Just disconnected. Southgate went defensive. Wasted our firepower against Italy. Yeah, facts, man. Facts. He did go defensive. As soon as we went, well, even to be fair, to start the game, we were quite defensive, but we was attacking. It was working, and then all of a sudden we scored. And what's happening here? 1 second.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, fucking my internet just went down for some reason.
All right. Yeah, Southgate one. Yeah, went defensive, and I don't know, man. Shouldn't be needing to do that because we scored Luke Shaw. What a finish by Luke Shaw, and yeah, he just went defensively by then, and then he invited pressure. I think who scored? Italy. Wait, Chiesa, was it?
Wait, we're talking about the finger.
The first final, yeah, the first final we lost.
Yeah, I can't
equaliser.
Can't remember who it was.
Might have been a midfielder, you know. It definitely weren't Belabor. What's his name? Plays for Inter. Is it Barella? Barella, yeah, that's it. Barella. It weren't Barella. It might have been Locatelli. Might have been Locatelli, you know. Do you remember, if you're watching still, Darren, who scored for Italy, the equaliser?
That was a rigged final anyway.
Yeah, I'm like Chiellini thought he was playing WWE, man, against Saka.
That's all that ever happens when we come into a final. We just get fucking bullshitted, man. We do well in any tournament.
I remember.
They just want to see England to fucking lose. Fucking dirty bastards.
Yeah. Crazy, man.
It's just how was what did he just get yellow? That was it.
I don't think he even got a yellow. He might have got a yellow, but he should have got a red. I think he had a yellow, but he should have got another yellow so that he gets sent off. I think anyway.
That's whatever that referee was smoking that day. Honestly, absolute joke.
Yeah, the ref. I don't know what he was thinking.
That's a straight red. I'm sorry, that's a straight red.
Yeah, he should be sent off. Shouldn't even like be on the pitch.
Not
I
even
think it'd be like,
hesitating about it, mate. No hesitation, straight red. Simple.
yeah, but it's one of those, and it's a big European final. Gotta.
Yeah, but like if it doesn't matter if it's a fucking championship match. It's like you've got to call the game how it is. If someone does a blatant foul like that to stop someone scoring, that's a red card. If that was Casemiro in a Premier League game, that's a red card.
Yeah, it would it would be as well. You remember that times when he had about 2 red cards in a row that like shouldn't be a red?
Yeah.
That's crazy that. Because he ended up having 3 red cards and 2 of them shouldn't have been. To be fair, I think that side of games calmed down from him a lot. But that's been to do with age, isn't it?
Yeah, it's to do with age, but plus
He doesn't want to be dealing with getting a red.
like I think he's understood that the fact there's no one there to replace him.
Yeah.
So he has to be more mature. Like if it comes down to the nitty gritty, and he has to pick up a red card, then I think he will to sacrifice himself for the team, and that's leadership quality.
Yeah.
But because we don't have no quality, he has to be more wary. It's like he does the littlest amounts of things, you know, he picks up a foul here and there. But like 90% of the time, his first foul is a yellow.
Yeah, yeah. How about like Castro? When everyone was like, oh, it should be sold, this and that, but like, who for? Give me an ideal replacement, then fair enough, innit?
No, I
We're
understand
gonna
that
have to move on
completely.
eventually, but you know, at the time when he first came, they were like, "No, get rid of him. He's doing too much." Casemiro, and I'm like, he's one of the best midfielders in Prem right now. At the time, anyway, when he first came.
Every team needs a bastard. Every team needs a bastard.
Yeah, they do. Once he goes, who's going to be your bastard?
Hopefully
Cunha?
not a go-to.
Well, I'm talking about player like anywhere on the pitch, so it could be a tackler, it could be a
Oh,
defender. Like for us, my opinion, I think it's Gabriel. Even though Declan Rice can be one as well.
I reckon, yeah, Cunha probably.
Yeah, he's a prick him. When he wants to be. He can be a savage Donny him. Don't know what it is. It might be that Brazilianness in him.
For fuck's sake. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
My internet keeps on dropping for some reason.
It's all right. We
We're
we're ending
wrapping
it
up.
soon anyway. Yeah, soon.
Say less.
What else have you got to talk about that you hadn't said?
To be honest, I think I've covered most of the things. I can't really think of anything right now that I haven't mentioned. We talked about the team, talked about the owners, talked about the sacking of Amorim. Drifted off, in some parts of the chat, answering questions and, just ball rolling and shit like that. But I think I'd say I'd covered most of the things that I wanted to talk about and get off my chest.
Yeah. Nah, it's been good. It's been real good. It's the same United. No, what we've been talking about, they're not gonna put it and implement it what they need to do. Can't be us fans saying, X, Y, and Z. Not even just how to run a club, but to make simple decisions that that can lead to catastrophe. For your season, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a worrying time. It really is.
Mm.
To get halfway through the season, be top 6, and sack your manager. I understand he's not had the best of form. I understand he's not got the best out of the players he's been given. But what are you meant to do when you inherit a team that is 50% dog shit, 50% players that either, light switch players, simple as that. One game they're on it, next game they're off. You sign players to improve. You don't get given certain players that you wanted in the window.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even get to see out half of your contract. You have a dispute with the owners, and all of a sudden you're being sacked. It's not just it's just Amorim going; it's his coaching staff as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, who's going to be the coaching staff? Who's going to be the trainers? Who's going to be the physios? X, Y. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot deeper than just sacking the manager. Again, the structure's gone to complete and utter shit.
Yeah, come on, bro. Big up yourself, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
you for
man.
watching, man, the guy.
Respect, Darren, man. Respect. Glory, glory, Man United.
Yeah.
We'll soon be
Anyway,
back on top.
yeah, man. Well,
Not this
hopefully.
year or next year, but
Hopefully not anytime soon. That's where, trying to win
gotta stay
shit.
faithful.
Is what it
We need
is.
we need to be back on top, competing and having the rivalry we used to have with Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we need.
You know what I mean? But this
We
time
need we
we
need
we
we need a Keane versus Vieira moment again. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that rivalry was just mental. We'll not see a football rivalry like that again.
Oh hell no.
Ever. But anyway, let's wrap that up there. Big up for people that's been tuning in. Appreciate it. Know what I'm saying? For the comments and all of that. Appreciate it. Make sure you smash that like button up as well. Know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel if you're new. There'll be more shows like this as well. And yeah, man, and big up yourself as well, Al, for coming on and saying what you need to say about Manchester United, man.
Yeah, no
Saying,
danger, bro. No danger anytime.
yeah, man.
Only thing I've got to say now is like, subscribe, follow for more content, and we'll see you next time on our show.
Yeah, man. Big up you guys, man. We'll be live. Well,
Peace.
I'll be live tomorrow, but I don't know what I'm doing yet. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, thanks for watching. And I will see you guys tomorrow. In a bit, people. Love.